Gotta love interviews like this, ladies and gents, where the director literally reveals that Marvel told him not to read the comics of Secret Invasion. That's right. The director of Secret Invasion was told by Marvel, don't read the comics. Not especially smart, I'm going to say. Look, I understand. No, I don't even understand. No, I'm not even going to be kind. You're making an adaptation of the comics. Read the fucking comics. What are you doing? Why would you tell your directors not to read the comics? You're an idiot, Marvel. You really are. You're not making an adaptation at that point. You're making garbage. Okay? You just made... Oh, goodness me. Absolutely ridiculous. So this is an interview that Ali Salim did with Screen Rant. We'll take a look at some of the pieces. But like I said, the main sort of headliner piece is just the fact that, yeah, Marvel literally told him not to read the comics. Good times. Good. Good. Love it. That's just what everyone wants to hear. So, Ali Salim spoke with Screen Rant about directing Secret Invasion. He broke down the Marvel creative process. This is the main thing we'll be looking at. And the task of tackling a more grounded story in the MCU, which they've gone and changed, by the way. It was much more grounded and gritty and serious, and then they've dumbed it down. You know, it's a spy invasion. It's an espionage thriller for idiots. Salim also explained which movies influenced Secret Invasion and shared how he collaborated with Jackson and Cheadle on Nick Fury and James Rhodes arcs. So, Screen Rant asked, or stated, I love Secret Invasion. I love that it's so grounded in the espionage side of the MCU. In adapting the story from the comics to the screen, how did you decide what to pull and what to avoid from the comics? What a great question, Screen Rant. When I took out the job as director, I didn't write the script, so a lot of those decisions were made by Kyle Bradstreet and the other team of writers that we had. The first thing I was told is don't read the comics. I just want that to sink in. Do you think they're told this on every film that they make now? It had nothing to do with what we're trying to do here. This story was really... Why fucking call it Secret Invasion then? This story was really born out of the electricity created between Sam Jackson's and Ben Mendelsohn, or Nick Fury and Talos in Captain Marvel, and they said, oh, we've got to do something with that. So they found a story that would serve that relationship and would expand the MCU and other characters who are not in the comic books. I think it's a story unto itself. I call it Secret Invasion then. Marvel. Christ alive. Screen Rant. I love that. Says no one. What's the most exciting part about peeling back the... So they literally just went... They watched Nick Fury and Ben Mendelsohn in Captain Marvel. They jacked their little jimmies to him. And they were like, great, we've got to watch more of this. Fucking pathetic. And so then they just take the name of Secret Invasion for that. Perfect. Anyway, so what's the most exciting part about peeling back the layers of Nick Fury for you? The exciting thing about peeling back the layers of anybody is peeling back the layers of anybody and getting to know the truest version of them that you can. Ultimately, audiences connect to thrills and chills and reveals, but they really connect to truth and emotion. And I think that's the only way to find it, is to just keep peeling back until you get to the truth of Nick Fury. Something we've never known in the MCU. I really don't like what they're doing with it. I think it's terrible. This is our first time really diving in and starting to understand the characters of Nick Fury. I know we saw a little bit of that in Captain Marvel, but I love seeing those layers of the character that we've never seen before. In a story featuring characters that can appear to be anybody, do Marvel or Kevin Feige outline who can and can't appear as Skrulls? I guess that's a question for Kevin Feige, but all ideas are on the table. All ideas were good. Some ideas were less good. Political answer. And some ideas were killed because Kevin has a plan going down the road. And I'm not sure what that plan is. We had free reign until it didn't make sense for story. Alright. That doesn't make sense as an answer. He's got a plan, so stuff wasn't on the table. But we had free reign and I don't know what the plan is, but we had free reign until it didn't make sense for a story. So you didn't have free reign then? This is really a human story set in a world of superheroes and aliens. Can you talk about focusing on the human element of this story with Nick Fury, but not just Nick Fury, but also the human element in the Skrulls? What interested me in working on the show is that it is more grounded than most Marvel. Specifically, nobody can fly. It's not about superheroes coming out of the sky to save the moment. You know what, actually, though? The comics might have had some of that, you know, I'm not going to lie. It's human, so people watching this might be expecting that. It's human ingenuity, human persuasion, human honesty, human dishonesty that drives the story forward. I think it makes it resonant in a way that superheroes coming out of the sky can't. Are you annoyed yet, ladies and gents? Are you annoyed yet? With each answer, does it annoy you a little bit more? We've had Sam Jackson and Don Cheadle in the MCU since Phase 1, way back when. Can you talk to me about the collaboration with them on those characters and expanding those characters? Seeing the new aspect of those characters that we haven't seen before. Yeah, in specifically doing scenes with Sam and Don, who have wanted to work together for decades and haven't had the chance, the opportunity. A lot of my job is to just stand back in awe and watch. I think there were some secrets about Rhodey's character that needed to be delicately woven through the story, and some consistencies from the history going into the future. Don and I talked endlessly about it on the phone. Very collaborative. And the same was Sam. Sam has never gone into his this Nick Fury, and he had ideas about it, but he's a very collaborative in terms of how he finds it. Oh, good. Look, I'm not going to lie, this all just sounds garbage. It really does. They're like, what's the most surprising thing about working on Secret Invasion? The most surprising part, maybe, is that I'm still here 28 months later since I started working on it, and I'm still standing. Well, I'm sitting right now. It's incredible how hard we work with the story at Marvel. How much you just keep going on and thinking about it and re-editing until the story that's going to spark the audience. I've never worked in a laboratory like that where you just keep at it. So I was surprised, but also very happy to be a part of the process. Are there any other comic book storylines or any other characters that you kind of want to adapt to bring either a new tone or a new genre to the MCU? No. What I brought to this world is the espionage spy. That's what I bring into it, and I don't think I come as strongly from the other side. Good. Not gonna lie, this all sounds absolute crap. Pacing the show was crap as well. Anyway, what did you think of this? Don't read the comics, mate. Oh, sorry, what? It's not important to anything we're doing here, so it's not an adaptation then, is it? Numbnuts.